Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharet, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Borchem leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Tzedchem leshalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Melech, Malachei Amlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Welcome to our Shabbat at home together. We find ourselves right now in time between the holidays of Passover and Shavuot. This sacred time period was special to our ancestors and speaks to us in this journey that we are going through this time of pandemic. In the Jewish mystical tradition, these 7 weeks, these 49 days between the two holidays have meditations that derive from emanations of the divine. This Erev Shabbat, we find ourselves in the 3rd week of the counting of the Omer, the 49 days. And this is the week of Tiferet, often translated as harmony or even splendor or beauty. Tonight, on the 16th day of the counting of the Omer, we are Gvura Shebetiferet, the strength of discernment within harmony.
In this time of coronavirus, we need this strength of discernment to help us maintain harmony in our relationships with the people we're sheltered with. We've been here quite some time, and nerves can get frayed, and we need to remember that harmony is always possible. And if we are sheltering at home alone, this this day, this evening encourages us to find balance, find harmony in our lives by staying in contact in every way possible with the people we love and care about, through phone, through social media, Pony Express, any way we can. So if you've already lit candles, enjoy with us. If you're ready to light, we'd love to have you light with us. And if you're sheltering with loved ones, draw close, share the warmth of your presence with one another. Connect to love as we welcome Shabbat, because that is how we are invited to bring Shabbat into our homes, into our lives. And again, if you're sheltering at home alone, we send you a big virtual hug. Sing in the light?
Let's do it.
Sing in the light.
Sing in the light.
Sing in the light.
Sing in the light.
Sing in the light of Shabbat.
Sing in the light of Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.
Sing in the light.
Sing in the light.
Sing in the light.
Sing in the light.
Sing in the light of Shabbat.
Sing in the light of Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom. So we gather in the light. We gather in the light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner להדליק נר של שבת. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. A verse from Psalm 122, reminding us how important we are to each other, especially during this time. It will start with an igun. Listen, join in as soon as you're able. Hi, la, 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Because of my brothers and friends, because of my sisters and friends, please let me ask, please let me say, peace to you. This is the house of the Lord. We wish the best for you. This is the house of the Lord. We wish the best for you. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Normally, we sing Mishaberach later in the service. During this time of coronavirus, we need all the healing we can manifest. So please listen to a a melody that most of us are probably not familiar with. Listen to this prayer for healing for us and for all who are in need of healing.
Mi sheberach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel veLeah Hu yivarech veyirapeh et hacholim El narefanala El narefanala El narefanala El narefanala Mi sheberach Avoteinu Avraham Yitzchak veYaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel veLeah Hu yivarech veyirapeh et hacholim.
Amen. Amen. Thank you. In this time, we need to connect to all the healing energies in the universe. And so we sing our angels song, a prayer in which we call upon all of the energies that our people ascribe to the divine, but energies that surround us, that are accessible to us all the time. B'Shem Hashem Elohim Israel Mimini Michael Umismoli Gabriel Umilfanai Uriel Umeachara Raphael Ve'arashi Shechinatel in the name of God, God of Israel. On my right, Michael, and on my left, Gabriel. In front of me is Uriel, and behind me Raphael, and all around, surrounding me, Shekhinah. We lead into the Baruch Hu, our realization of our connection to the source of all blessing. Through blessing, every time we offer, we receive a blessing. We're called to acknowledge that these blessings come to us, through us, from a very wondrous and mysterious place. This is our call to awareness. We're going to rise to offer this prayer from a place of koach, of strength. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. And the blessing gives us strength and makes our vision clear. And the blessing gives us peace and the courage to dare. As we bless the source of life, so we are blessed. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Eat with us. Again, Shabbat is our spiritual technology for rebalancing. So no matter how the week was, no matter how much we got on each other's nerves, or we're tired of sheltering at home alone or together or alone, we remember Shabbat. Shabbat is time where we Shabbat va'inafash. We breathe more deeply. We remember what is really important to us, and that is how we rebalance. So please join us in Ma'ariv Aravim, a song of equanimity, prayer for being able to let go and go forward together. Evening, evening, the frayed edges of our lives, Ma'ariv Aravim, Amen. Evening, the frayed edges of our lives, Ma'ariv Aravim. Amen. Ma'avir yom u'mevi laila, ma'avdil ben yom u'ven laila, Adonai tzavaot shemo, El chai v'kayam tamid yimloch aleinu, Le'olam va'ed, Baruch ata Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravim. We ready ourselves for the Shema Yisrael with this beautiful prayer to help us awaken to the depth of the affirmation of Shema. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that, oh, you are one. And we will know that we are one, and we will know that all is one. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malechuto Leolam Haba Ve'ata Et Adonai Elohecha B'chol levavcha U'b'chol nafshecha U'b'chol me'odecha V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele Asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha V'shinantam levanecha V'dibarta ba'am V'shivtecha b'beitecha U'b'lechtecha b'derech U'shofecha U'kumecha U'kshartam leot al yadecha Ve'hayu letotafot B'einecha U'chtavtam Amezuzot betecha U'visharecha. Normally, if we were together in sanctuary, we would have some quiet time for the Amidah, our standing silent prayer. This prayer we're about to hear, Achat Sha'alti, is a verse from Psalm 27, and it's usually added each day during the month of Elul, the month preceding the Yomim Noraim, the high holy days. It's a prayer of hope that we need right now, sung by our friend Chava Morel.
Give me a moment. I will pull it up here.
Asked me to make this video. This is Chava Morel, and I wrote.
She's doing an intro.
Got this one. That's good. That's fine. Chavale. Here we go.
Here it is.
Achat Sha'alti. Listen.
Achat Sha'alti Beit Adonai Achat Sha'alti Otav Achat Sha'alti Beit Adonai Achat Sha'alti Otav Shivti Beit Adonai Shivti Lo Shivti Beit Adonai Shivti לחזות בנעם ובקר לחזות בנעם to gaze upon the beauty of one thing, I ask you, Adonai, to be with you all of my life. Achat shalti beit Adonai. Achat shalti b'ta'alati.
Beautiful. So a story from the Torah, a story of harmony and healing in this time of coronavirus. The story finds our people wandering in the wilderness, Bamidbar. This was our people had been slaves, every one of them, except Moses, had been slaves their whole lives, and had toiled under horrible conditions in Egypt. And now they were out in the wilderness, and they were very ungrounded, and they were frightened. And they complained, and they came to Moses and Miriam and Aaron, the triumvirate of leadership, the three siblings. And the siblings needed to stand in solidarity, to lead, and to model what leadership, true leadership, means in times of challenge. It means, first of all, lead with compassion, lead with love. And they were able to do it most of the time. They led beautifully, and they traded off, and they played to each other's strengths. They loved each other very dearly, these three, and they gave of their hearts to our people. And the Torah reminds us there was one moment, when Miriam and Aaron were feeling like underappreciated. Each one of us knows that feeling. We give so much, and Moses was getting all the love, and it was hard. It was difficult. It revealed a shadow side in these two great leaders, and they spoke out in public against Moses. They ask, why does Moses marry outside the tribe? Why is Moses married to a dark-skinned woman? Does God only speak to Moses? What are we, chopped liver? They were hurt. And as soon as they did this, they regretted it. You know that feeling when you do something, and right in that moment, right after you've done it, you just wish you could just take those words back. Of course, it was incredibly provocative to our people to hear Miriam and Aaron speaking publicly against their brother. And of course, word got to him and he was devastated. How could this be? He felt betrayed by people he loved so dearly, and he went into his tent and he posted guards and said, "Let no one disturb me." And he was wallowing in his hurt. And Miriam, who was an empath and great spiritual leader, immediately felt, what had she done? How could she have spoken this way? And even in a time of momentary weakness, how could she have slandered her brother, her beloved brother? And she sort of folded into herself. She too went to her tent, and she didn't take meals, and she didn't come out, and she started becoming ill. And she just didn't have the wherewithal, the strength. She was feeling so depressed. She couldn't manifest. She couldn't mobilize her immune system. And her illness continued, and she spiraled down, and it was serious. The word got to Aaron, and Aaron pushed through the guards and went into Moses' tent and said, "Moses, wake up. Your sister is seriously ill. She needs you now." And this startled Moses. This shook him out of his self-pity and hurt. His hurt. And he couldn't hardly believe the words. His sister Miriam was seriously ill. And he pulled himself together and he ran to her tent. And he came inside the tent, and as soon as he came to the tent, he saw her lying down. And she was shrieking in front of his eyes, and he knelt down next to her, and he reached for her, and she turned away from him. She was embarrassed by what she had done. But he gently reached out, and he took her hand. He took her hand in his, and he said these words. He said, "El na, Rafa na la." Please, God, heal her. Heal my dear sister right now. Heal her, God. And wherever this prayer was intended, Miriam heard the prayer. Miriam heard what she needed to hear. She heard his forgiveness. And that forgiveness was the balm, the deepest, most profound medicine that her soul yearned for. And in that moment, life flooded back into her. Moses turned to her because it was as if a light had gone on, and there was spirit and there was power in this enormously powerful woman who had simply in her depression given up on life, and now life was flooding back to her. And she looked at her brother, locked eyes, and she received the forgiveness. And with the forgiveness came healing.
In the hero sound. Amen.
So may we in this time, when we're getting on each other's nerves and sometimes inadvertently hurting people we love, and may we grasp and hold and practice the powerful healing act of forgiveness. Amen. Amen.
Now, we want to ask you to really visualize the loved ones and friends in your lives and all around us who are in need of this prayer of healing, who are in need of healing.
And we invite you, as we begin with the bracha, this blessing, we invite you to fill in the names. In your homes, audibly call out the names of your own loved ones who are in need of this prayer right now. We say, God of compassion, source of healing, God who blessed Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Rachel, and Leah, we pray to you on behalf of Bob Slomowitz, Daryl Davidson, Marty Bach, Mark Garretts, Dave Sudlow, Shannon Edelstone, Jason Moss, Don Messing, Brian Angelo, Carol Adler, Nancy Cook, Charlotte Markowitz, Larry Dixon, David Ben David Vedina, Naama Levana Bat Abraham Visara, Mildred Bernstein, Robert Glazier, Lorette Abrams, Savion Plum, Paul Head, Judith Damboic, Naftali Ben Yidl Veshifra, Beth Siegel, Bila Bat Eliyahu Chaya, Sipora Rachel Bat Esther V'Aryeh, David Ben Esther V'Aryeh, Binyamin Ben Esther V'Aryeh, and all those around the world who are sick from the virus and in need of our prayers for healing. Again, I want to thank all of you who've shared your prayers and warm wishes for my older brother Bernie, who lives in Minneapolis and is successfully fighting off this coronavirus. He continues to improve and every day takes steps to return to us, and has just been magnificent. And all the prayers and all the love has enabled him, encouraged him, empowered him to choose life and to heal. So please hold Bernie and his wife Leslie in this prayer, along with all others who are in need of healing. And we'll sing these ancient words: Anna, Elna, Rafana La. Please, God, please bring healing where healing is needed. Anna, Elna, Refana La, Anna, Elna, Refana La, Anna, Elna, Refana La, Anna, Elna, Refana La. listen to a lovely version of Oseh Shalom by again by our friend Chava Morel, who lives up in Seattle. Listen to this. Shalom, Shalom, Yisrael, Yoshvei Tevel, and may we find peace, and may we find peace, and may we find peace, amen, find love, may we find love, may we find love, amen, amen, Hallelujah, say shalom, Yisrael, Yoshvei Tevel, Ve'imeru, Amen, Ve'imeru, and may we find peace, may we find peace, amen, and may we find love, and may we find love, and may we find love, amen, amen,
We just want to acknowledge that we know there's some bandwidth problems, some internet problems, and we'll just keep going and hope you can hear us and see us.
So now it's time for us to ritually count the Omer. So we'll sing the blessing for counting the Omer. You can say Amen if you wish.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kishvanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al Sirat HaOmer.
Yom Shishasar Yom Shehin Shnei Shavuot U'Shnei Yamim LaOmer.
It's the 16th day of the Omer, 2 weeks and 2 days of counting the Omer.
Amen. Amen. So, as many of you know, this past Wednesday, Mark Friedman, Zichrono Livracha, may his memory be a blessing, died suddenly and unexpectedly of an apparent heart attack. Our hearts go out to his wife Sue and their children, Shayna and Mason. There will be a virtual Shiva gathering on Zoom this Thursday, April 30th at 7 p.m. from ARC. The link will be on our website and in the happenings. We hope you can join us and express your condolation to the family on this tragic loss. I also want to acknowledge that on Thursday, Larry Scott's father, Paul, may his memory be a blessing, died at the age of 90. This is not a tragedy. This is a profound loss of a beloved grandfather. So we offer our condolences to Larry, his wife Sybil, and their children, Alexander, Sebastian, and Alana. There are no public services planned at this time. Not here. So our sites this week include Kenneth Jordan Levy, father of Evan Levy, Charles Birnbaum, father of Michael Birnbaum, Bernard Goodman, father of Elaine Lederman. So I invite all those who are in the first year of losing a dear loved one to please rise to honor their memories. Anyone who's observing a yortzeit this week is invited to rise to honor their memories, and all others who feel the need to say the Kaddish Yatom right now are invited to rise. For these, we say, Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, v'yalmad divra chirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon, v'yomechon, uv'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uv'izman kariv, v'imru amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevarach, leolam u'lolmei olmaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shemei v'kudisha v'nichu le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata ushbechata v'nechemata da'aniran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imramav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yishvei tevel v'imru amen. Zecher 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 Tzadik livracha livracha Meh Meh Meh. Their memories bless our days, bless our days. Zicronam livracha. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Tomorrow morning, there will be a Torah study on Zoom, not on Facebook, at 11 a.m. And you can find the live link on our website. Just click on it tomorrow and join us. It's very interactive. This is a very appropriate week in the Torah. It's the week of Tazria Metzora. Tazria is it's a Torah portion about a plague, and so it's very relevant to where we are at this moment. Tomorrow night, we're offering Havdalah at home together at 7 p.m. We hope you join us. It's a 25-minute brief sweet service saying goodbye to Shabbat. We're not anxious, but we're doing it tomorrow. A reminder that if anyone needs to talk, if you need just someone to listen, some counsel, be honored to spend some time with you. You can sign up under one on our website. Sign up for a spot. Doing this Wednesday, Thursday, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Excuse me, throughout the day. So our Beth Chaim live mini concert series, I should say, picks up again this coming week on Wednesday, April 29th at 7:30 p.m. Our own Aaron Gabriel will sing some of his wonderful music that is appearing all over the place now and should be a great delight. Then on Saturday, May 9th, following week plus, our own Eve Decker will offer her own live mini concert at 7:45 after Havdalah. Eve will come on and offer soulful music to all of us.
I mentioned Rosh Chodesh. I just would like to mention that on Tuesday, April 28th, there'll be a Rosh Chodesh gathering on Zoom, and sisterhood members and all women are invited.
Yes, and again, just one more reminder that Thursday, April 30th, 7 p.m., Shiva gathering for dear friend Mark Friedman. So it's time now for a little Kiddush and Motzi. So first, a little Kiddush cup. If you have some wine with you, please raise your cup. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Amen. L'chaim. L'chaim. Good year.
And guess what?
Yes, you know what happened? This week, we got a challah that did not practice social distancing, that was not sheltering at home, and this is what happened.
Okay, well, first I have to show off this challah cover made by my daughter Ava long ago. Beautiful challah cover. And we have tortillas this week.
Flattened challah that just wouldn't rise to the occasion.
Some of us haven't been able to get out to buy flour, and even when we do, the shelves are bare. But we are so grateful to have these tortillas.
Shabbat Friday has turned into a very busy day for us. We didn't get a chance. Zoe didn't get a chance to help her bake the chalot, so we're let them eat pizza.
It happens.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Challah.
That reminds me, we need to do a challah baking tutorial video.
Yes.
Soon, maybe this week or next week.
Coming to a Beth Chaim near you. So we want to close this tefillah, this Kabbalat Shabbat, this welcoming of Shabbat at home together with a prayer of hope, a prayer that may all feel the protection that taking care of us provides, taking care of ourselves provides us and others. May we be safe. May we be well. May the angel who keeps me from harm Bless the ones who come after. May the angel who keeps me from harm. Bless the ones who come after. Amalach hagoel oti mikora, Yevarech et hane'arim. Amalach hagoel oti mikora, Yevarech et hane'arim. May the angel who keeps me from harm bless the ones who come after. May the angel who keeps me from harm bless the ones who come after. May it be a sweet, restful, and regenerating Shabbat. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.